So, if you've been following the show these last couple of weeks, you've probably noticed that I was trying to grow some facial hair. You might not have seen it properly and clearly, but I imagine now you can see that I shaved it off and you can see that I'm very baby faced again. But obviously, I'm recording these episodes on my phone, so it's like the quality. It's not exactly 4K Ultra HD quality of these podcast episodes. It's 60 FPS. It's not terrible, but maybe you couldn't see it that clearly. But yes, I was trying to grow some facial hair, and I did grow it a little bit. In this episode, I want to talk about like what the difference kind of is between having facial hair versus not having facial hair. Why I personally prefer to not have it. How it kind of makes you as a man. Like I'm going to speak to that kind of stuff. Like does it make you more manly and that kind of stuff? I'm going to be talking to those kinds of things. But also I'm kind of giving my like personal perspective. So when it comes to me, when I was trying to grow my beard, I grew it a little bit. Like I let it grow for like a few weeks. My thing is like if I kind of really dedicated like to the process of growing it, I probably could grow it. Like I definitely grow it fast enough, and even after those few weeks, it was definitely way longer than I've ever had it before in my life. But I still felt like it felt more like a 5 o'clock shadow type of thing more than an actual real full beard. Maybe I can get to that full beard, but it would take a lot of time, and I honestly don't like me personally. I don't like the feeling of it. Like for me, I kind of like the kind of not having any facial hair, the baby face. It makes me feel. I don't know what it is. Like it just makes me feel a little bit better. Like first of all, like the beard, it gets itchy. It makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, and just that's something you always have to think about when you have facial hair. And that was with me having it just a little bit of a light facial hair. So imagine if you have like a full fledged beard, that's going to be something you're going to have to deal with, and you're literally going to have to maintain it like you maintain your regular hair. And I actually have to get a haircut really soon because my hair is growing a little bit long, but with facial hair, like imagine like I wake up in the morning, I like my hair, I got bed hair, I got style my hair. It's like if you have a full fledged beard, you gotta spend extra time working on it and washing it and styling it as well, right? Maybe not as much, but it's also a thing to think about. So it's a little bit of extra work. It's something that you gotta maintain, right? And people do it because they like it and people like to look good, and that's fine. But that's just something to think about. It's just not something that I really want to do. It's not something that I want to be dealing with. And I personally like, I feel like I look better without a beard than with a beard. That's just my personal opinion about just for myself. But I did kind of try for a little bit, and it may be in the future, not during the show, probably not, but maybe like, a couple years from now, maybe I'll decide to, maybe I'll be able to grow it faster. Maybe I increase the level of testosterone I have in my life and just in who I am, and I'm able to grow it faster, and then maybe I'll try and do it again. But I think for now it was just kind of a light experiment, but a thing that I honestly don't want to keep. I don't want to keep it, so I've shaved it off, and I've kind of unintentionally, inadvertently, probably helped. Like that's kind of how you grow a beard, right? You let it grow a little bit longer, and then you shave it. And then you let it grow a little bit longer, and then you shave it. And that's kind of a process that people do to grow it. So I've kind of inadvertently helped with it, but I'm gonna try and keep the baby face at least for now, and then I'm gonna see what happens in the future. But for facial hair, that's kind of something that you gotta think about if you're gonna grow facial hair as a man. But an interesting thing about it, right? Does facial hair make you look more attractive to women, for example? That's a big reason why a lot of people do it. It's a big question. I honestly don't know. I think personally, as a guy that's been single his whole life, it's kind of down to preference. I think it is down to preference. Like some girls like it, some girls don't like it, and that's okay. And I think that's fine. And I think it goes back to that whole like looks maxing thing. It's like what's like the thing with the looks maxing? It's like sure, looks maxing is good, but you have to actually have that value and that actual quality as a man to actually merit having a good wife with you in your life, right? To actually get someone that is a high value woman, you have to be a high value man. That's, I think, pretty standard. That's how it goes. It's not necessarily all about the looks. So a beard is just, if you're growing your beard just to impress women, it's not going to work out for you, right? It really isn't. But like, it's not going to be that much different than if you didn't have a beard. Like, it's not going to make you more or less attractive. It's just going to kind of be like a difference. Like some people, it's like it actually makes them look better, makes them feel a little bit more confident. Great. For me, I feel more confident without it. That's my personal preference. Does having a beard make you more of a man? like a more of a manly man type of thing with that testosterone type of thing. Like I think I think it doesn't necessarily change like attraction to women type of thing, but does make you like a man. I think there is a level to it because like there is level like if you actually have a higher level of testosterone, you can grow facial hair faster, and that I think it does make a difference. I have a decent level of testosterone because I can grow it. I can grow it, and there are some people that I know in my life that are my age or older than me that can't grow a beard at all, and they just keep their baby face. They don't even need to shave. They don't have any facial hair at all. But I'm lucky enough that I can grow it a little bit. That I do have a little bit more testosterone than I used to in the past, for example. Because I remember in the past, like I would just have the mustache. I would just have the pedo stash, right? That was then I would have to shave it. But then, kind of over the last couple of years, I've seen that my hair grows a lot faster. So before I'd only shave once every other week, but now I shave every week because it actually grows pretty quickly now. So so I think that's good, and I think like yes, like it makes you a man because like just by definition, like if you have more testosterone in you, like that's more of a manly quality, and growing facial hair and growing more hair around your body, it's more of a manly quality. Again, how it relates to attraction to women, it's like again, it's like some girls like it, some don't, and I don't think it makes that much of a difference personally because again, like it doesn't matter really what you look like. What matters is kind of your confidence. What matters is who you are as a man and how formidable you are. And again, your quality as a man will determine the quality of the wife you get. That's okay. That's fine. When it comes to facial hair though, like just as like I don't know, to feel more manly type of thing, I think it does. I think it is that. I think it does relate to that because it like growing facial hair is a quality of high testosterone. That is a quality of like a macho manly quality. I personally just don't. I just don't really like. I just don't really like that for myself. But obviously, like other people, if they want to grow it, that's great. And then how does it affect your confidence? Is another thing. Like how does it affect your perception of yourself, right? That's kind of I think the most important thing is how you look in the mirror and you look at yourself and you look at who you are, right? Does a beard give you more confidence in yourself because it makes you feel like you look better. You don't even necessarily have to look better. It just makes you feel like you look better and it gives you more confidence as a result. For me it didn't. For me it didn't. Like, I look in the mirror and I'd be like, I look at that's what motivated me to shave again because I look in the mirror and I'm like, this doesn't look like a guy that's confident. This doesn't look like a guy that's actually gonna make it happen. This looks like a guy that's kind of just sad and depressed. And I don't know what it was about. Like maybe it was my specific facial hair that made me feel that way. But that was just like, yeah, this isn't a guy that's like confident, ready to go, ready to attack life. And I want to be the guy that's ready to go, ready to attack life. Again, it's all looks, right? It's all looks. It doesn't really matter how you look like. What matters is what you actually do, of course, but it does affect your personal confidence a little bit. So for me, I felt like I'm better without it. Other people, they feel like they're better with it. So when it comes to growing facial hair, when it comes to having a beard or having like some sort of a stylized thing on your face, as a man, it kind of is down to preference. It really is down to preference. I think it's like you don't have to have a beard to be a manly man, but it does help, and you don't have to not have a beard to be confident and look good and attract the ladies and all that stuff. Like those kinds of things, of course, when you're thinking about facial hair, you're thinking about all those types of things, right? How it makes you feel, how you feel about yourself, your own personal confidence, how it feels around other people. Like kind of whenever you do anything to yourself, to your looks, to your style, that's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about how it makes you feel, how you project yourself, your own personal confidence, and how it makes other people feel, and how other people might, how more people will be attracted to you or not. For me, I think when it comes to facial hair, I personally don't like it, but it is definitely an interesting thing to think about. Like as a man, does it affect you in a different way? I personally don't think so. I think for me, maybe it was more negative effects than positive effects, and maybe if I grow it in the future, it will be a little bit different. Like if I could get maybe a more fuller beard, maybe it will look better. But for me, I didn't really like the way it was looking, so I just was like, all right, I'm shaving it, I'm getting rid of it. I don't want to kind of, I don't like, even if it's just looks, I don't even want to have the smallest semblance of like looking bad, like looking depressed, like looking negative. No, because in my life, I'm trying to be optimistic, trying to look to the positives. I'm trying to kind of prepare myself for the future, and of course, put eggs in the basket of kind of a successful life, and I need to be in my right mind to do that. So regardless of how it is, I think it's a small thing. It's a very minuscule thing. I'm being very nitpicky with it, but anything that I can do to help my own personal mindset and confidence toward things, I would do. So for me, I feel better when I don't have that. When I'm not growing the beard. When I'm doing just standard no hair on my face, because I don't know, like it's just my personal thing. Other people, they feel confident with the beard. That is your personal preference and your personal decision. So what I personally think about facial hair, it's fine. It's not really like I'm not saying that it's completely negative or completely positive the other way, like one way or another. It's just down to you. It's down to you. It's down to how it makes you feel. It's down to how you feel it makes other people feel, and that's your decision, right? It's down to how much hair you can actually grow on your face. If you can grow a full beard relatively quickly, and you like the look of it, and you maintain it properly, and you're okay with you know, with some of the drawbacks of maintaining it, right? The itchiness, the having to groom it, and the having to actually having to maintain it in that way, then that's fine. Then you can do it, and like good for you, right? But does it actually differentiate you in like the greatest way in comparison to not having a beard? I personally don't really think so. I personally don't really think so. And I don't know. It makes me feel a little bit younger. Like again, it's all feelings, it's all looks, it's all just like psychology in your own mind. It has nothing to do with the actual reality of life. Like it's like I'm 20 years old. I'm gonna turn 21 soon, actually, which is gonna be interesting. But yes, I'm gonna be 21 years old. No matter if I have facial hair and I look like I'm 25, or if I don't have facial hair and I look like I'm 19. It doesn't really make a difference. It's again, it is all down to perception. The only reason you would ever do anything to your face or to the way you look is down to perception for yourself and for others. And I think when you're going about life, you have to kind of think about it from that perspective. That's like if you're affecting your looks and you're changing the way you look about yourself. For example, like if I were to truly looks max, right, and take off the glasses, use contact lenses all day, obviously get a different haircut, right? Get a good proper professional haircut, maybe grow out the beard properly. Like if I were to properly looks max in that way, sure, I'd probably look better, right? I'd probably look better and I'd probably attract more girls and that'd probably be okay. But that's not the way I want to live my life. I'm not living the life by looks. I'm living the life by values, by actually who I am. And I don't really care too much about how I look. That's why I wear this shirt, for example. That's why I dress like just in casual stuff. I'm not really like the kind of like stylish fashion dresser type of guy. Because I wear what's comfortable, right? I do what I want to do. I do what I like to do, right? So like I say how like, oh, I could, if I could looks max and I could do this, but I don't really want to do it because I think it doesn't really affect anything. It is all just down to your own personal feeling psychology. If you feel better with a beard, great. If you don't, then that's fine as well. But when it comes to facial hair, I think these are the things to think about. It's like, does it make a difference? That's for you to kind of decide. And it all starts with down. It all starts down to you, right? It starts to how it makes you feel. For me personally, I feel better without it. But yes, if you feel better having a beard, great, do it. That's fine. Like I'm not like advising one way or another. And if like you're trying to find a girl or something like that, I'm saying that it doesn't really make a difference. My perspective is that it doesn't make a difference. That it is down to who you are. It's down to your confidence. But if you feel like you're more confident with a beard, then you should have a beard. If you're trying to get a girlfriend, you should have a beard because it makes you feel more confident about yourself. But if you don't feel more confident with a beard and you feel more confident without it, then do without it. Like personal preference, it's down to you. But that's like the main thing that I want to talk about. That I really want to get the point home when it comes to facial hair. When it comes down to anything looks related, it comes down to how it makes you feel about yourself, how it allows you to project your own personal confidence, how you can look at the mirror and you say, okay, this guy looks good, this guy's formidable, I'm ready to go. Or you look in the mirror and you don't really like what you see. It's a big difference. So remember that that's where it starts with, and how other people perceive you. It kind of just depends on the person, whether you have a beard or not, whether you're doing something to your face or to your hair or whatever or not. it starts with you and how it makes you feel, and the decision you make is down to how it makes you feel first and foremost. So how it makes you feel will allow you to have more confidence, to allow you to get into whether it's the dating scene or whether it's just to impress people, whether it's just to feel more manly in general. It starts with you, and it's down to how it makes you feel. So that's kind of the main point that I want to talk about when it comes to facial hair, and when it comes to what I kind of was thinking about when I was growing my beard a little bit and just letting it grow just a little bit more. For me, I can't really grow that much. And again, if I were to dedicate time to it, longer time, like a few extra months, maybe I could get it longer. But I don't think I'm in the moment in my life where I want to really do that right now. So maybe in the future, maybe in the future. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's kind of what I think about. It is down to how it makes you feel, how it makes you feel more or less confident. And for me, I decided that I feel more confident when I have it shaven. So that's my personal preference, but you of course can have a different preference as well. I think that's okay. I think it's not better or worse either way if you have a beard or not as a man. It doesn't necessarily make you better or worse. It is all based on looks. That is basically all I got to say when it comes to that. It is more of a lighter topic. It is more of a topic that's just something I'm thinking about because it was something I was dealing with. Just a small thing that I was doing, but I just wanted to say a piece on that. Really, it was kind of like a filler episode, I'll be completely honest with you guys, because I was thinking about, oh, what am I going to talk about today? I just did an episode yesterday which was an hour long, talking about the specifics of how to be good at the sport of football. You should go check that one out when you're done watching this one, if you've managed to make it this far in this one. But obviously then when I woke up today, I was kind of thinking of an episode. I couldn't really think of something that I could do that was that crazy, as in terms of like that type of an episode where you're going and talking for over an hour. So obviously this was what I had. This was what I had to work with for today. So that's what I've talked about. So if you want to grow facial hair, do it. Great. No one's stopping you, right? But if you don't really want to, that's also fine. It doesn't make you less of a man. It doesn't make you less confident. It's just kind of down to your own personal perception of yourself, regardless of how you look or what you do to look better or to change things, whatever it may look like, right? So that's kind of the main point. Again, lighter type of concept, lighter topic for today, but as always, I'll come back at you tomorrow for another episode of the 365 podcast. It's an episode every day for a whole year. So I ask that if you enjoyed this one, or if you enjoyed some of the other episodes, I ask that you leave a like on this one, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Spotify, of course. Any way you can support the show, I would truly appreciate it. So thank you for watching. That's really all I got to say on this topic. Again, lighter topic, more chill thing today. Nothing too crazy. But remember also the main point about like the whole looks maxing thing is it's not as much about how you look. It's about who you are as a man. It's who you are as a person. Being formidable, being the person that can attract, obviously, the attention of the girl that you want in your life. And, of course, the people that you want in your life as well. It's down to who you are. It's not down to how you look. But how you look can also play a small role in it as well. So grow a beard, don't grow a beard, that is your decision. So thank you for watching this episode of the 365 podcast. Show your support any way that you can. Watch some of the other great episodes I've made on this show as well. So thank you for watching. Continue to glorify God every day throughout your life. And as always, I will see you tomorrow for the next episode of the 365 podcast.